All right, what is up, Twitch? Murda here, hanging out, about to do a cast. This is a replay cast I just downloaded from the NGS Discord. It is of We Like Tortles versus my friends Modo Miracle. I got my boy, former Regen member, Kriv on that team. He plays heals for them, so super excited to see what this team has to offer. I've wanted to check him out. I know Ghost Dunk is a very active member of our community, and I also see Murad there in chat, so thank you to you two for hanging out here today. Cold Cake, I see you there as well. Don't think I didn't see you there, Cold Cake. Anyway, game number one is going to be on Cursed Hollow tonight. I have here listed what the bans were during game one. Modo banned away the Genji and Abathur, and We Like Tortles banned away the Kel'Thuzad and the ETC. So with no further ado, let's watch solo. Okay, so this is gonna be Hello? Is this working? Did we die? Think we died, fam. Okay, alright. So we're gonna try to relaunch that. Excuse me while I reload HOTS here. Alright, let's go back into this watch tab. Game 1, Cursed Hollow, watch solo. This could disconnect you, old patch, we got it. Alright, back on the mecha patch. That was probably my favorite patch of the year so far. I really like that. Lunar has been fun, but I mean, mechas? How can you deny mechas? Alright, so alright, there we go. We got the overlay. That is the overlay. Unfortunately, though, it is on an old patch, so you're going to see my overlay kind of go over the talents a bit there. But nonetheless, on the left-hand side, we have We Like Tortles. Playing the Sonya there is Got Milk. Playing the Diablo is Suit Up. Goron Chief is going to be on the Greymane. Wisp is playing an Uther. And rounding it out is Silent Storm 3 on the Li Ming. Let the battle begin. Taking a look over on the left-hand side, we have Kriv playing the Lucio, Fonzie GG on Tyrael, Murad gonna play that Hanzo Juggler on Falstad, and Ghost Dunk rounding it out on the Arthas. So right off the bat, we see the Hanzo arrow coming out, trying to get the vision, but no one from We Like Tortles is there. Instead, they're in that bush up top, and Ghost Dunk is able to reveal them, so all four members are gonna back off as the Hanzo is kind of poking in with some of that arrow damage from a scatter arrow. Actually, hold on 1 second for me. Let me just, because this is gonna bug me. Camera. All right, hold on. Okay, it won't let me set keybinds here. Interesting. Okay, you cannot edit keybinds. That is fine. Let's pause that so you guys don't know when it ends. So we got the Diablo here with the Li Ming. Up top, we're going to see the Arthas up against the Uther and the Greymane. I have to give this lane in favor to that combo right now until Lucio shows up. So there he is, Chris showing up to help out the Arthas. Definitely going to help out. Arthas very good up against Greymane, and Uther's going to have a lot of trouble getting anywhere near either, especially to get the stun onto Lucio. The camp is going to be picked up very quickly, right as it spawns almost, by the Hanzo Murad player. So very well played there by Modo Miracle picking up the camp first, and in the bot lane, I really love this matchup as well because we have a Sonya up against a Falstead, and as long as the Sonya can bully out the Falstead from picking up globes, I gotta give that matchup over to the Sonya player. But so far, the jungler doing a great job of keeping Sonya at bay. She's able to spin to win and keep her health, but she's gonna be controlling these globes for as long as she wants, and with the help of the siege might be the only thing that's gonna save the jungler. But let's watch this gank attempt here, because Suit Up and Silent Storm are ready on that Diablo and the Li Ming to jump on this Falstead if he jumps out any further in this lane. They don't see an opportunity, so they're gonna run back up to mid to make sure they don't miss any of that EXP soak. And all the while, we saw the camp come out bot. We saw the camp come out top as well, and Modo Miracle starting quickly onto their bruiser camps are going to push down the mid lane. Let's take a look at the talents. So far we had the block picked up by Arthas, which I think is a good choice into the Grey main. Some of those slower auto attacks, it'll really help his sustain fighting up against him. We have the hammer build coming out from Falstead, so keep that in mind instead of the stacks. There's a huge gank attempt though in the bot lane onto the jungler. He's gonna get banged into the wall and flipped again by Diablo. So first kill of the game going over to We Like Tortles here in this Div C West matchup. So far, I'm very impressed with Tortles. I casted them earlier in the season. I thought they had struggled a little bit, but they played well then as well. I forget exactly who they're up against, but I remember thinking that they had a lot of potential. Didn't quite pull out all the moves they wanted, but so far, I like what they're doing up against Modo. They have about half level lead going into this first tribute. They got the first kill of the game. They're winning some of these lane matchups with the Grey main and the Sonya, but later on in this game with a Hanzo on deck, if he can really get going, stack up that scatter arrow, Murad, like, you could be the turning point in this game for Modo. And that's a turning point there, because the first trip is picked up by Modo Miracle before any level 7s are picked up by We Like Tortles. So this is what they want to do. They want to get ahead on the tributes and make sure that the level lead isn't going to be a problem for them on the later tributes. But with the likes of Sonya right now got milked onto this camp, it could be trouble. But Kriv knows it. He's there on the Lucio. He's bringing his team. Fonzie, GG, and Murad also showing up. There's a scatter arrow connecting on Sonya. She gets boot back by Lucio, spinning to get out, and she will. But this camp is likely about to be stolen away by Modo Miracle. Kriv leading the way. Great job there. Great insight onto what the opposing team was wanting to do, and they got there just in time to steal it away from that Sonya. So that's probably the play of the game so far right there, was that heads up play by Kriv and co, getting in there to steal that camp. Let's look up on the top side where we have the jungler playing the Falstead, still up against that Uther and Grey main in the top lane. Before we saw the Arthas here, but now we're seeing the Falstead, so a little bit of a change of plan for Modo Miracle in that top lane. And I think We Like Tortles is happy with what they've done so far, because they got the wall down with 2 towers. They see that another tribute is spawning up here in the top, and Suit Up is the only one here for his team. Tyrael on the front line, making sure Diablo is not getting back onto this Hanzo. Murad playing very well, good positioning so far. There's going to be an arrow. It's going to connect right in front of the Li Ming, and there's a jump onto Fonzie. GG playing that Tyrael. He's able to escape with his sword, and Ghost Dunk now with the Arthas is in the front line, and a huge kill there by Li Ming. So that's going to be another kill now for We Like Tortles. The health bars are so low for Modo Miracle, but this tribute is on their side of the field. It's in their little bunker of a cove here, but there's going to be no way to get in there with the low health bars, and one of their tanks being down in the form of Tyrael. So they're going to give that one up and concede. Now it's 1-1 on the tributes. Some camps are spawning. We see in the bot side Hanzo and Lucio picking up a siege camp there. On the opposite side of the map, we have Goron Chief playing the Grey main, whacking away in working form on his. So these are going to go out around the same time, and still this top lane being pressured very hard by We Like Tortles. They still have that wall down, and Falstead being the only member defending right now for Modo Miracle. So they know this lane's in trouble. they want to get maybe greedy to some, but I think I like this before level 10's picked up. But Silent Storm's very close. If one of these scatter arrows pops out, I do appreciate that follow. Sorry it didn't pop up any bigger. Oh, it was Shiggity. Thank you so much, Shiggity. So this boss right here will likely be picked up by Modo Miracle, and just in time, because tribute is spawning in 20 seconds, and that's going to be a lot of damage that they're going to have to respect on the side of We Like Tortles here during this trib phase. It looks like they're going to keep the Greymane and the Uther top. Falstead staying nearby with flight available. He should be able to get here to this tribute, so the global is something to remember if you're We Like Tortles right now, because this fight that might start as a 3v3, or now we see it's going to be a 3v4, is going to turn into a 5v3. So there's Gotten Milk showing up now on the Sonya, gonna be able to get a spear. Oh, and a huge leap onto Fonzie. GG playing that Tyrael. We saw the D shield come out as well onto the Diablo. Still no ultimate picked up by Greymane because he's not here. Still a 4v4 fight, about half a level still for the ultimates from Modo Miracle, but they are able to pick up the Diablo, but they're gonna lose their Arthas as well in that exchange. And now it's going up against a Silent Storm. The arrow does not connect there by Murad, so still a 3v3 here, fighting over this trib. The boss has been cleared by Greymane. Greymane is now here in this fight. Murad trying to do the damage up front, but he has no tanks available for him. The ultimates just now picked up by Modo Miracle. Will they be able to turn this now with their ultimates? And Goron Chief's the one who's low. A huge dragon arrow connects. The barrier also lands on all 4 members. Plenty of shielding. We spawn the Uther's gonna fall, so that's gonna be a double kill right there for Modo Miracle. Still working on picking up this trib, and those level 10s could not have come at a better time for Modo Miracle. They got him just as they were showing up to do a little counter fight. Greymane was jumping in, but Murad with the Dragon's Arrow able to stun him away and finish off the kill with the Falstead still there in the Lucio. Now Diablo knows his boss being taken away. Suit Up trying to charge in on the enemies for Modo Miracle here. But the boss is low. The boss is at about 10% health right now. This is going to be a big fight. Leap's likely available and not going to be used. The Gusto is what secures the boss there for Modo. So this is now the second boss of the game for Modo Miracle. 1 tribute away from getting the curse onto We Like Tortles. And it should be spawning within the next 30 seconds or so. Arthas still leading the way there. Has the Army of the Dead ready to go, as well as a Sanctification by Tyrael. So 2 very good ultimates ready for an engage. We'll see if either is going to be dropped here, because now fight breaking out. The APOC thrown down by Diablo. There's the Sanctification. A Dragon's Arrow again coming from Murad and that Hanzo. The D shield gonna save Uther from getting stunned, but not gonna save Sonya. She has to use her leap to escape. And now Goron Chief is the one up front, and he's gonna get stunned by this boss and die. So that's another kill picked up there at an opportune time for Modo Miracle, but flipped over the wall as Tyrael. He should be fine because that wall is falling with the power of that boss smacking through it. Another kill there onto Greymane. He was low, wasn't able to get any heals from his Uther. The boss is dead, but we just got the 3rd tribute picked up right as they needed it for Modo Miracle. Up in the top lane by Falstead. He's still able to fly back if he wants. There's a kill picked up onto Weath, trying to defend, but we need Suit Up there in the front. You need to get up, Mr. Suit Up. Defend against this keep. This is going to be the first keep of the game falling. There he goes, charging in onto Fonzie, but the barrier perfectly played by Crib and that Lucio. Not enough, though, to save his Tyrael player. He's going to fall, and now circling Ghost Dunk and Crib is Suit Up, God Milk, and Goron Chief. And it's gonna be Arthas with no mana, the one in trouble. He's able to scoot away. The speed coming out by Lucio, gonna get him out of here, as well as the Hanzo player. Top lane though, let's not forget, you had Falstead that entire time pushing a huge wave. They got the wall up top on this curse. The mid fort is in trouble as well, because that's a fat wave smacking on that. So that's another fort down. So all things combined there, they got the bot fort, the bot keep, the top fort, and then the mid keep all fell during that curse. And now they're picking up the siege camp and the bruiser camp right at the same time. love what I'm seeing so far. Modo stepping up big. Let's take a moment though to look around at some of the talents we've picked up. We're still looking at a hammer build out of Falstead. We have the Holy Ground now picked up by Tyrael that he's gonna be able to use to help separate some members of We Like Tortles. The Uther player is playing the Wave of Light build, which let's see, I can't check quest status without covering up the whole screen, so let's just check quickly. Uther, yeah, he's got 5 more to go, pretty close. Wave of Force picked up by Leeming, also at level 10 we didn't mention, and we've seen the leap, but we are yet to see a good go for the throat out of the Greymane player, and those combo very well together if they can get on one of these lighter targets like the Hanzo or the Lucio. So we'll see what happens here. Falston now rejoining his team. This is going to be all 5 members of Modo in the mid lane. They're clearing away that bruiser camp from We Like Tortles, and I'd love to see the aggression start to come out. They got the 16s, and actually no, I do like this. The boss has spawned. They know they have a talent tier advantage, walking right up on it with that Hanzo ripping through with the scatter arrows. Ghost Dunk taking some damage for his team, and the shielding there from Tyrael also helping prevent any sort of damage go out on his team members. So another boss. This is now the 3rd boss picked up by Modo Miracle in this game, and I would not be surprised if they sit right behind it and take this fight. They're going to go ahead and push on to the vision, make sure they know exactly where the members of We Like Tortles are. But Arthas, a little bit extended. The Dragon Arrow is going to help peel for him. Now the Uther is the one in trouble. The Holy Ground going to split. Wisp, low health. He's at about 25, uses a D-shield on himself to escape. All the members of Miracle here, they have the boss now joining them in this fight. I would love to see some siege happen onto this keep, and they will. At first stun, dropping from the boss, not gonna hit on anyone. Suit up in the front side. The Diablo player, perfect positioning so far to help make sure none of the members of Modo Miracle are coming in. And there's a huge slam into the wall onto Fonzie GG, the Tyrael player. The follow-up CC from Uther, gonna secure the kill onto Tyrael. Well played there by Tortles. Kriv, low health. The Lucio player needs to make sure he's safe first and foremost, and his team's just going to scoot away. They're going to pick up the trib, and they got about 66% of the damage onto that. I'd say about 2/3 taken off of that keep, so well played. The boss did some damage. They didn't get a kill, but they got what they wanted in terms of damage onto that keep, very low, and Sonya gonna have to be split to deal with catapults in the bot lane. Topside siege is coming out by Tortles here. They're trying to work into this and start getting their own structured damage because no forts down on the side of Modo Miracle as of yet. And I think that there's going to start being some pressure put on here because now this next tribute is going to be on the side of Modo Miracle. The catapults are still pushed out fairly far in the bot lane. Let's take a peek down there. There's one stacked up and it is past where the boss spawn is. So getting pretty far, they're going to have to respect that. Pinging now is Modo picking up their siege camp. Looks like it's going to be Hanzo and Fonzie on that Tyrael. Trib spawning in about 8 seconds. All of the members of, excuse me, 4 of the members from Tortles already here. Sonya lagging behind. She does have leap though to get there. 16's also picked up just in time for this tribute fight. And we have an Executioner picked up from the Greymane, so we'll see if that can come into play and get some damage if they get the follow-up from the stunts from Uther and the leap from the Sonya. Falstead now just appearing, has the Gust, not going to use it in that position. Diablo scouted him just perfectly. Ghost Dunk, low health, is going to have to throw out his Army of the Dead to heal back up. A Dragon Arrow is going to miss, not connecting on anyone. The Uther stun dropping onto Ghost Dunk now. He's going to have to sit in that Sank, but the Apox is going to fall. Hit 2 of the members on the backside. It's Arthas in trouble, getting left on. The Holy Ground going to help separate. Doing a little bit of work with that Holy Ground, actually. The fall side still... Oh, he used his Gust, he gets away, sorry, and now it's really the Greymane Goron Chief doing all the damage. Ghost Dunk, no Army of the Dead to save you now, my friend. The Holy Ground is going to try to do it, but plenty of killing there. Plenty of killing. 2 going to fall on the side of Modo Miracle. The second tribute of the game picked up now by Tortles. This is turning into an exciting game. Let's keep an eye on the core because we do have those 2 Siege Giants. We do have 2 catapults. They are whacking on to that core, about to take the shielding down, but it looks like Sonya will be able to clear them in time before any damage is done to it, and she will. So a good successful defense there, no shielding, able to get through there. Excuse me, the shielding was not able to be gotten through there by the Siege Giants, keeping all the core health. And we see Goron Chief, Wisp, and Silent Storm playing the Greymane Uther and Li Ming picking up this boss on the side of Tortles, and there's gonna be no defense for Miracle here. This is gonna be the first boss of the game for the Tortles. They're gonna Hearth here, get their health back, and hopefully get in position for the tribute, because if they can time it, get up there while this boss is pushing, this could be the comeback they've been waiting for. Siege Giants, though, picked up, stolen away actually, by Modo Miracle on the top side. That's the Tortle side of the map. So Li Ming's there to help defend against those before this second keep of the game falls. There's still a huge wave, but you do have members of the team ready to defend away this entire push and should be able to run up in time. They still have 20 seconds to make it to this tribute, but in position first is Modo Miracle. Fonzie set up in the bush. Diablo gonna walk right into it and scout it for him, so Fonzie's gonna give that positioning up, but a Hanzo revealing arrow is gonna show exactly where Tortles are at, and this has got Milk, the one in trouble. The roost from Arth is gonna land. She has to leap away. The APOC connecting on the two members. Goron Chief, the Dark Flight in, picking up a kill on Lucio. Now no heals available for Modo Miracle, and Ghost Dunk gonna have to lead the way with his Army of the Dead to keep any sort of health available. Mirage so far back, he knows he has to play safe here and get the Scato arrows in. There's one not gonna hit, and that's another kill. It's gonna be Arthas this time, so now a double kill for Tortles, picking up another there, and this is Sanctification, able to barely save Fonzie. GG. He's gonna scoot away, throwing in an arrow to help give vision, but there's really nothing he can do. If Diablo wants to charge in here, he probably could have gotten that kill, but instead, it's just gonna be a curse. The boss, we didn't watch what happened, but it did get a fort down in the bot, so keep an eye out there. This is gonna be a siege. Oh no, it's gonna be a boss steal, and I love this play because you get this pushing with your curse, and you're gonna get plenty of damage onto that top keep, and it's also gonna make sure that Modo Miracle doesn't get it on their own side, pushing down the keep of their own. So great heads up play here. They are gonna lose a little bit of XP value, but I think on the map in general, that's probably what they, oh, and they give it up. They give it up. They know the Falstead is there with Gust. They know that the full team is seeing this, and that's a huge turning point in this game. If they were able to get that boss down, it really could have swung it. Instead, it's picked up by Modo Miracle, and now this is going to be the second keep of the game, very likely going to be picked up because it's already 33% health. You got a boss. This is a 18-minute boss pushing in on it, so it's going to be a huge hill to climb for Tortles here in this game. I can't stress how much I'm disappointed in the fact that they didn't stick onto that boss. I would have loved to see at least the fight break out and put an attempt onto making that happen. Yeah, so they're going to defend here, but again, 18-minute boss is going to have time to slam away on this. There it is, the slam. Does it do enough? Oh my god, a sliver. So to my own amazement, this keep survives with barely any health left, and really it's time to make the fight happen right now if you're Tortles, because you're about to pick up level 20. You might have a fraction of a moment to pick up a fight in your favor, and no, instead it's actually going to be Modo Miracle picking up 20 just before We Like Tortles gets it on their own side. So this is getting exciting. We have the curse was thrown out by each team. I think Miracle got a bit more on their curse. They picked up a total of, we said 1, 2, 3, 4 forts, 3 forts and 1 keep on their curse, and there we only saw 2 forts fall when We Like Tortles had the curse going. So sieging advantage so far for Modo Miracle. Right now it's Fonzie GG in trouble. He's gonna get connected by a poison spear. The Gust gonna have to come out early, so Falstead now on a 60-second cooldown before his ultimate is back online. Would have loved to see more aggression there, knowing that that was down, but instead they're gonna back up because they know there's a lot of pressure on their bot lane still. That keep has been down for a long time, and this time it's 2 Siege Giants and 3 catapults here, along with 2 fat waves of minions, so they have to respond because this late in the game, that could do a lot of damage, and they see it. And Falstead, the juggler, moving in as fast as he can, trying to get this last bit of damage. The hammer gonna fall, and falling is the second keep of the game, and a epic mount flight moving away. That is a reduced cooldown on his Z, so he'll be ready to get anywhere on the map, especially after these 30 seconds of the tribute spawning. He's likely, though, to stick with this team for now, because these tributes are going to matter a lot. Whoever can get the cursed Nexus is really going to win this game, and if a fight breaks out and you lose any members, it's going to be a march onto the core for either team who gets that advantage. So setting up in the bush is Diablo, but the arrow going to reveal it by Hanzo. A huge scatter arrow connecting on all members there, right in that little choke point that they're trying to walk through. The revealing arrow has disappeared, and positioning on their own side of the map perfectly is We Like Tortles. There's going to be a sword and likely a holy ground to follow. There it is, Fonzie GG throwing it down, but Diablo's the one who split and slams Fonzie into the wall. On the top side is the juggler trying to poke with this hammer damage, so keep an eye on him as well. There's another sword coming down, looking to split with some more holy ground. There it is, not quite enough, and we do have a disconnect. We'll see if there was a pause here. I don't see one, but I do see a Tyrael getting slammed into the wall with the leap following. There's going to be an APOC, not going to connect onto anyone, but they do pick up a kill on Tyrael. Tyrael trying to use his trait to explode there, but you saw 2 kills. You saw the Lucio likely was a bot, because we did see there was a disconnect, and then you did see the Tyrael falling, not able to get away, didn't use his sanctification either. Sounds like the Raven Lord telling us that there was a reconnect, and there it is, Lucio rejoining the game, but not before he died in that crucial fight. And this is going to be another boss attempted to be picked up by We Like Tortles. We saw what happened earlier where they chickened out a bit in the top side, not wanting to take the fight over the boss, and likely the same scenario happening here, because you do have Falstead. He does have the guts. Will the juggler be able to get it off? And he doesn't. This is gonna be a boss picked up at the best time, at the absolute best time for We Like Tortles, because they do have this huge siege pushing in on their bot lane, and there's an area crater. The leap by Sonya connecting onto the Hanzo. Murad just fell, and this is not gonna be good for Modo Miracle. If they want to siege with this right now, it could be damage onto that keep, but instead I wasn't even paying attention, and neither was We Like Tortles, because that minion wave just ripped through the core. Holy shit, guys, what just happened there? What just happened? How did I miss that? There is so much excitement happening on the boss. I'm rewinding a minute. I gotta see this one more time. Holy smokes. All right, so there is a wave. There's 2 catapults. Look at this. Maybe that was a little too far. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go to like 2:30. Okay, 23 minutes. There we go. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? What happened? Suit up's here. He sees it, right? Okay, so he does a little damage to it. His team's still getting, oh, the top side too. You got 2 catapults top, and Diablo just leaves it. Why? Why? No, Tortles, you gotta be there to defend your core. These are catapults. There's 4 of them. Oh my god, it was so fast. Look how fast it is. Oh my god. All right. Holy shit, guys. All right, so GG, game 1, going over to Modo Miracle. Yeah, very well played. Again, to my own amazement, things happened there I was not expecting. All right, all right. Let's quit this replay. All right, so I am lost. Oh, for Christ, let me just go back to I don't need to type in that authenticator every time. I shared a link with you in your Discord, hacks for replays. Oh, nice. I do need that. Ah, comprehensive replay commands guide. Oh, is this the one? Who put this together? Inside the replay hotkey setting. Begin. Is this just like default, or do I have to download something? Skip forward, skip backward. Da 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 da. Doop doop doop. Oh yeah. I mean, I know most of these controls. I guess the default keybinds that I'm stuck with here on this old patch we're using, definitely helpful. So appreciate that, Cold Cake. Mic muted. Sorry. I'm sure you can hear me now. Sometimes when I switch over to the OBS window, it like, for whatever reason, doesn't like my hotkey. I was saying that, yeah, my amazement there, I hope, was what you were looking for, because I did not see that coming at all. So again, very well played on game number 1, Cursed Hollow victory, going over to Modo Miracle. Game number 2 was Infernal Shrines, and again, let me take a peek over at what the bans were so you guys are aware. Alright, looks like Modo banned away the Genji once again, and this time a Kael'thas. We Like Tortles banned away once again a Kel'Thuzad. This time joining that Kel'Thuzad ban was the Alexstrasza ban. So game 2 is Infernal Shrines. Give me one moment actually. All right, we Gucci. Okay, so game number 2 is Infernal Shrines. This time we are going to see that Hanzo once again on Murad. This time it's Stukov, Jaina, Arthas, etc. Going to be played by Modo. And on the other side for Tortles, it's Li Ming, Lucio, Greymane, Johanna, and Malthael. So let's hop in. Again, this is on an older patch, so we do have to load into the mecha patch with the mecha UI and the mecha splash background, which I love. Oh, by the way, rocking my Bloodlust shirt. Shout out to Arcane 8, Jake, Solid Jake, throwing out the coolest amateur tournament of the season. Well, the Pro-Am, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so again on... let me switch. There we go. There's the overlay you want. So on the left-hand side, we do have, once again, We Like Tortles. Playing the Li Ming for the second game is Silent Storm 3. Playing Lucio this time is Wisp Suit Up. Switching from a Diablo tank over to a Greymane this time. Goron Chief gonna play the Johanna. So a tank role swap there. And Got Milk up in the top lane. Gonna play Malthael on the right-hand side. We have our game 1 winners. It is Modo Miracle, the juggler, going to be playing the Jaina. Kriv going to play the Stukov. Murad once again on the Hanzo Ghost Dunk for the second game, playing an Arthas. And Fonzie GG moving over from Tyrael, this time going to be on the Cow. Alright, so all 5 members from Modo here in the mid, and up top already is the Malthael, and gonna be playing up against an Arthas in the top lane. So once again, that soul lane Arthas gonna be thrown down by Modo Miracle. Fonzie GG gonna be the main tank up front, playing the Cow. ETC, one of my favorite tanks in the game. He's opting for a block party this time, which I think is alright up against a Greymane. There's a huge power slide, though, connecting on the 2 members. Top side, we didn't see it, but Murad popping over and picking up a kill onto the Malthael early in this game. First blood going over to Modo Miracle. We have a silent circle dropping from the Stukov. And we do see the Blizzard also zoning away members here of Tortles. And Lucio, a little bit of trouble early game with his single target healing. So having a Greymane get low, kind of scary. You got to play a little safer. So I like what they did there, making sure the Greymane not too far out, especially with Jaina and her lockdown, making it hard for members to escape her icy grasp, so to speak. Picking up camps on both sides. These first Khazars are coming down, and on the bottom side is where we might see a fight break out over the final Khazar camp available on this map. But instead, right now, in the mid, it's going to be a little skirmish. The jungler taking some damage from the Johanna. She's got the condemn. Not enough, though. She'll fall down, but get healed right back up by Stukov, who has some of the best burst area healing in the game. If you can get that kill switch off while his team is low, it is very effective in getting health bars back up. Right now, we do see a condemn fall onto ETC, but he is able to scoot away with his power slide. Staying healthy as Fonzie. GG. Let's take a look at the top side, because we still have this fight. Got Milk up against Ghost Dunk. I don't remember, I don't think Malthael had his rework at this point, so do keep that in mind. He's still on his old build. Bot side, the rotation still coming out from both teams, and this rotation now is a 4v2. Fonzie and Juggler are gonna have to back off on that, and cleaning up the wave is gonna be Suit Up playing Greymane. And also right now, plenty of time to pick up this Khazar camp in the bot side is going to be We Like Tortles. Goron Chief leading the way on that Johanna, as well as Silent Storm throwing in some magical damage with the missiles and the orbs of Li Ming. So second camp of the game picked up by Tortles, but on the top side, this might be the better one to get right now because of the shrine being on the bot side. This Bruiser camp is picked up. The Shamans will be pushing in the top lane this entire duration of the shrine for Modo Miracle. And appreciate the follow. This time it's Ghost Dunk. Hot at you, boy. Ghost Dunk joining the crew. Appreciate that, man. And really enjoying getting to watch you play on that Arthas, because I play solo lane for regen. I don't play too much of the Arthas there. I have on occasion, but very fun to see you play here. Silent's going to be put in a great spot right now by Kriv, zoning away all members and making sure they don't come through that choke point at all. So the lead right now is 17-7 in favor of Tortles, but positioning is in favor of Modo Miracle. So they're going to start catching up quickly, especially with the scatter arrow from Hanzo. Huge heal there by Kriv and the Stukov. The bio kill switch coming in big, getting plenty of health back for his entire team. Fonzie's the lowest, 75% health, playing up front on that ETC. A Blizzard dropping in a good spot. The power slide not able to connect while the Johanna was in the Blizzard. Fonzie falling low. The Dark Flight in by Greymane, not able to pick up Fonzie, and Silent Storm looking for it on the back end, also not able to connect with the magic missiles. Positioning conceded by Modo Miracle, and now it is all We Like Tortles there in the shrine, but a power slide by Fonzie connecting onto Lucio. Now in retreat is We Like Tortles, but they're able to pick up the Frozen Punisher just in time before their retreat really had to start. So first Punisher of the game heading down the bot lane in favor of We Like Tortles. There's going to be leaping onto Hanzo. He'll be okay. The Blizzard going to help slow down some of that and do some damage onto the Punisher. It's ideal for them because there was no sieging attempt by We Like Tortles. They had to get up top and deal with that Shaman camp that pushed the entire time, got the wall down, and got about 75% of that fort's damage done. So they had to get up there, they had to clear that before they lost the fort. They weren't able to siege with the Punisher. The Punisher did pick up a wall and about 25% on that bottom fort, so that's alright. Taking a look at the talents, we have a full cocktail build. This is also before the rework, so it's a no Greymane rework here. He's still in full cocktail. We have the scatter arrow build again by the Hanzo player Murad, and the way it worked out in game one was very good for them, able to rip through bosses. Here, not as many bosses, but it'll help damage the Punisher. It'll also give them a lot of extra damage inside the shrines while they're trying to kill the monkeys. Top side, though, it's Murad and Ghost Dunk, and I think Malthael has a little bit of PTSD from dying earlier. Got Milk playing very safe up against his fort, just conceding any sort of fight there. Khazar spawning, picked up first by Modo Miracle, and now it looks like Li Ming wants to start hers, but instead sees that a fight might be breaking out here on the bot side. And the more advantageous Khazar camp is his bot one because it is considered neutral. And I like this fight coming out. Fonzie GG and the lurking arm from there, the crit player playing Stukov, able to put the silence down in a great spot and making sure that no one was able to advance in. Suit Up on the Greymane was very low and he had to scoot away, but the Johanna didn't have her Iron Skin available there, so she's gonna fall. And now you got Murad with that scattered arrow build, able to rip through these two causers that were left standing, and that's going to be stolen away by Modo Miracle. So I like what I'm seeing here. They're staying sieged up in the bot lane. They still have the causers available. Let's get some of this wall damage in, pick up 10 behind it. Instead, they're going to rotate the mid to get their 10. So I would have liked to see a little more aggression here, knowing that the Johanna was still dead and still wasn't able to return. Could have gotten some damage in there. Instead, safely picking up 10 in the mid lane is Modo Miracle. Now that 10s are online, let's take a peek. We do have the Flailing Swipe picked up by Stukov, and we do have the Ring of Frost coming out of Jaina. The other talent you might want to know is the ETC opting for the stage dive over the mosh pit. So Fonzie GG likely to stay split for the rest of the game and have the opportunity to be there global, to show up whenever they need him and stage dive onto some of these squishy targets, because the members of Wheel rather squishy in this game. Greymane can be healthy, have a bigger amount of health at least if he's in Worgen form, in the form of his armor that he gets. And then of course, you know, Li Ming, very squishy, Lucio, very squishy, and Malthael, if he does not have his trait out onto any opposing members, he can be pretty quick to die. So I'd love to see the Dragon's Arrow comboed well with the stage dive and the Ring of Frost to really lock down these members, and I would not be surprised if we see some of that come out right about now by the members of Modo Miracle. Up front though is Fonzie. He's gonna get the trait applied to him from Malthael, but he still has all his health. Stukov able to put a lot of healing in a huge silence circle, but not going to do any work, and there's a power slide going to be followed up by a condemn by Johanna, but not really a great engage. There's going to be a stage dive connecting onto Wisp and that Lucio. The Dragon Arrow follows, and just as I wanted to see, there is the Ring of Frost keeping the team locked in. Modo Miracle comboing ultimates perfectly. ETC is gonna fall, but I still like their exchange there. They had a great combo of ultimates. They picked up the kills on Lucio and Johanna, so no tanks, no heals, and that means to We Like Tortles that they have to back up, they have to respect that the Arthas and the Stukov are still here for Modo Miracle. Kriv trying to put down some more Lurkin Arm, trying to prevent any sort of engagement by We Like Tortles, and Li Ming trying to pick up all she can, but it's not going to be nearly enough because Hanzo ripping through with that scattered arrow build, and of course you have Arthas there with you. So this is going to be the first Punisher of the game picked up for oh, and I just hit the wrong button. What did I hit? Here we go. First one picked up for Modo Miracle, and hold on, let me pause for a sec. What did I just hit? How do I uncancel that? I think I hit 3. Oh my god, I hate these default keys. I'm so sorry, guys. Camera, follow, no one. How do I follow current selection? Okay, well, let's just 1 1. Oh god, we went fast. I'm gonna totally rewind because I just fucked something up pretty hard. Oh my god, what did I do? Okay, well this will have to do. You guys a little bug there, but that's okay. We saw this fight happen. Doop, doop, doop. Skip forward like 20 seconds. Oh my god, rip me. Rip me. Lucky. Oh my god. I hate you. Okay. I think I fixed it for the most part. We'll just have to watch this for a sec. I will leave you to the sounds of Pots. Alright, so what happened there was I hit a button on my Naga, my Razor Naga mouse. And it started locking in on someone. Huge jump on by the Punisher. Gonna secure the Malthael. He was way too far out front. No respect to the Mortar Punisher, John Cena. Doing work. So with a member down, I'd love to see some more advancement onto structures. Murad trying to lead the way on that Hanzo, as well as some of these mortars dropping from the Punisher. Have a big silent circle coming out, making sure no one can walk through that wall. Ghost Dunk helping secure that tower there on this fort wall, on this keep wall, excuse me. Goron Chief now leading the way, still has the Blessed Shield, gonna connect onto Stukov. Crib gonna have to swipe away. The Dragon Arrow was also used to stun them back. The retreat trying to be put on, but the speed from Lucio will likely help secure this kill onto Ghost Dunk, and it will. The stage dive coming in now from the ETC, sliding while the blizzard was perfectly placed. Finishing off two was the juggler there, Jaina. Very well played, and this is going to be a counter kill onto the Johanna as well. Murad knows what he's doing on Hanzo, picking up that kill as well. So what started out as a great counter fight by We Like Tortles turned into a 2v4 in terms of kills there. 4 kills going over to Modo Miracle. So well played on the counter to the counter. A little early there was a blizzard onto this Khazra camp, but the juggler now able to help finish this off with Murad. They're going to steal away this Khazra camp. 13's likely the deciding factor in that last fight for Modo. So love what we saw. Of course, you had the scattered arrows coming down to help finish some of it, and you had the ice barrier, which was helping Jaina stay alive for a bit there. Bot lane, you got Khazras available. You got Khazras picked up quickly by Murad. So now both lanes, mid and bot, being pushed with the help of some siege. In the bot side is a 5v5 available if this fight wants to happen. Even Talents right now, Tortles caught up in XP to get onto even Talents, and they only are going to have it for a little bit. I'd love to see the aggression start here in this mid lane. Let's see a rotation come. You have the Blessed Shield from Johanna. Otherwise, not too much engaged. It's going to have to be Johanna making the play up front, and it is a very telegraphed ability. If you see the Johanna get in your face, you might as well back up if you're Modo Miracle, because there is no other way for We Like Tortles to engage upon you in this match. Instead, they're going to keep working towards 16, which is the right thing to do here. You know you're close. You don't want to take the fight on even Talents. Go ahead and get out those shamans. Both shamans actually picked up around the same time. So right now, you have about a quarter of a level left for Modo Miracle, and a long way, 2 levels to go for Tortles before 16s are picked up. This is very likely going to be picked up on this wave by Modo Miracle, and they will be able to rotate just in time as this shrine spawns, and it's going to be an arcane shrine, the one we have not seen yet. And there's 16. So we just saw the piercing arrows picked up. It's going to really help inside the shrine, as we talked about earlier, to rip through those monkeys quick. We have a northern exposure picked up by Jaina, and the aggressive shredding coming out from ETC. A revealing arrow is going to show where all the members from We Like Tortles are. More of the ice lances coming down from the Jaina, trying to help reveal and poke away at We Like Tortles. ETC has his stage dive available, so he is fine staying split for now. There is a lurking arm on that bottom side, a revealing arrow as well, trying to show where the members are. Now when engagement started, Ghost Dunk, the one leading way, and there's a stage dive. Not going to connect on anyone, but in the front line is still Bonzi GG. Iron Skin is down. There's a power slide onto Johanna. She's in a blizzard and a silence. There's going to be the Ringer Frost connecting onto no one, but picking up 2 kills, a double kill so far, is going to be Modo Miracle. They did lose ETC in that, but that's okay because your damage is still there. You still have your healer. Crib throwing down some of his rejuvenating toxins all over the place. He still has a bio kill switch available if he wants to use it, but Murad is safe. Ghost Dunk still plenty of health. Does not have his army of the dead, but he is ready to be his own army up front for the members of Modo Miracle while they're trying to rip through the shrine, and Hanzo is doing a great job with those piercing scattered arrows, absolutely destroying this shrine, and the Arcane Punisher is picked up by Modo Miracle, this time pushing through the mid lane. Jumping back over the wall is the Arcane Punisher. It does plenty of siege, currently ripping through the well and the mid fort. No engagement gonna happen here. So that's gonna be a good defense. I think Tortles has some work to do. They just picked up their 16s. I'd love to see them look for a fight, and hopefully, for them at least, make something happen. They're gonna go for Khazras here. In the bot side, we see Khazras, the neutral Khazras, picked up by Modo Miracle. They still have theirs available. They are moving towards it. But I think Tortles knows this. I think they are ready to look for the fight. They are on even talents. They do see ETC split, knowing that he does have the stage dive though. But I'd love to see some aggression, and it's got to start early because they are down 12-4 in kills. They have all the talents they want for now. Johanna's still holding her pick. I wonder what she's waiting on. A revealing arrow going to show where Johanna is. She does pick up her Holy Renewal, so she'll have a little bit more healing on her shield glare. And no fight. Modo playing it smart. They know they have the lead. They know they have structures. They just got to wait for their own opportunity. And again, if it's Johanna up front, that's their only engagement they have to worry about, is that blessed shield. So you see her step up, you just don't let her, and you wait for it to come to you and make sure your fight's what you want. You want to get your Dragon's Arrow followed up with that Dragon Arrow, with that Stage Dive and the Blizzard. Sorry, not the Blizzard, the Ring of Frost. You might get the Blizzard too. So patiently waiting is Modo Miracle here. Counter defense, very well played. Murad in a good spot to get some of his arrow damage. Scatter arrow going to clear away that siege account. ETC is still split, pushing down that top lane. Now he's walking towards mid, likely. Now just playing a little respect. Doesn't know exactly where everyone is for Tortles. Now I think he does see them all in the bot lane, so he's going to work on pushing this lane even further. So Tortles are going to have to respond to this top side. Hanzo is also going to be picking up the Shaman there. So give up this fort. That's fine. Not a big deal. You're going to get your bruisers pushing. Which is good now because this is gonna be a top side shrine spawning soon. Get your team over here though, because this is where you want to be. I think you want to be up front, pushing with this bruiser a little bit. Picking up 20 is fine as well. They do have a good lead, playing it patiently as they have been. So maybe yeah, I'm not upset with this. ETC gonna hearth back so he doesn't have to use his stage dive. About half a level left for Modo Miracle to pick up 20. They want to get it before this shrine, but the waves are kind of pushed. ETC is going to stay in the bot lane. Stage dive available. Picking up as much as he can. Modo, the rest of them at least, up top, looking to clear out the Shaman that are going to be pushing in on their top wall. Revealing arrow going to show where Lucio and Johanna are, but they still have about 20% of the level picked up quickly. There was ETC getting some XP. Structure must have fallen. Yeah, it did. So 20s now online for Modo Miracle. Quickly looking over, we do see Deep Chill. It's gonna be some extra slows. We have the reduced cooldown on Stage Dive. We have the anti-magic shell and the play of the game from Hanzo. Now double globals. There's gonna be the Dragon Arrow and the Stage Dive coming out, only connecting on to the Johanna, but the Ring of Frost connecting out to 3, and the Power Slide also gonna secure 2 kills. Johanna, Lucio, and now the Mouthfeel all have fallen for Tortles. And Jaina applying the extra slowing. She picked up that Northern Exposure, keeping Silent Storm very slow right now. He's gonna be able to escape the Leaping, scooting away with her life. But this is a siege upon the first keep of the game for Modo Miracle. Fonzie on the ETC, gonna have to soak a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. Suit up playing Greymane, gonna scoot away with his disengage there. But not gonna be any sort of damage coming from Jaina, who really needed to be in there if they wanted to get that keep down. They're gonna move back because they know Hanzo just did what he had to do, picking up the Mortar Punisher. John Cena gonna be walking down the lane, ready to work down this first keep of the game. Crib Baby, I see you in chat, man. Thank you for stopping in, hanging with us today. Okay, so Mortar Punisher showing up, full health bars. Crib taking a huge orb there, but he's gonna be fine. Fonzie up front on the ETC, looking for a power slide, connecting onto the Malthael. Some trait damage gonna go on to Ghost Dunk, but He needs to get the Tormented Souls off. He wants anything to do. The stage dive, perfect by Fonzie, hitting 3 members, slowing him a lot. There's going to be another Ring of Frost. John Cena jumping in with the silence. 2 kills picked up. It's Johanna and Malthiel. And still 60% health. Pushing onto the core is the Punisher from Modo Miracle. Remember, they won game 1, and also remember they have level 20s. Another kill coming out onto Lucio, and this is likely it, ladies and gents, because Crib gonna knock him back with those singular swipes of his. 3 now coming out, 50% on the core, 30%, 20%, 15, 10, 5, and GG. Well played. Modo Miracle picking up the domination 2-0 here in this week 4 matchup between Modo Miracle and We Like Tortles. All right, so that's it. I apologize for my technical difficulties. I blame it on the old patch and being stuck there with that. Yeah, so some of my keybinds were a little weird, but nonetheless, I really appreciate all of you stopping in, hanging. I know a few members from Modo were here. Big shout out to Mirage, Shiggity, and Ghost Dunk for the follows during this stream. Thank you so much. Hopefully you will stop in for another cast at a future date. I often am with So Lucky. I see him in chat right now. So thank you to him for stopping in. Thank you again to all of you, and we will see you next time as NGS continues. The playoffs will be starting next week, and I will likely be casting one of those matches, hopefully right here in Div C West. I've casted a bunch of you guys, so I've really loved the action here, so hopefully I'll put my name down for one of those. And signing off, once again, it's me, Murda. Have a great afternoon.